Deshaun Watson and his agent David Mulugheta, they just help every black quarterback for the rest of the history of the NFL moving forward. I'm going to tell you why. And whether you like Deshaun Watson or not, he did everybody a justice by doing this right after the bumper. Stay tuned. It's good people. My name is JeffLightsYJr here at the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, because we upload every single day. Now, Deshaun Watson has signed a $230 million fully guaranteed contract with the Cleveland Browns, and this is history in the making, and this will only push the agenda forward for black quarterbacks in the rest throughout the rest of the history of the NFL. And there's a couple of reasons why. One, the future of NFL quarterbacks look very black. They look very much like me and you and not Tom Brady and Joe Montana. That's just a fact. Think about the quarterbacks that are in the league right now, the Kyler Murrays, the Lamar Jacksons, future guys like Trey Lance, Justin Fields. I mean, it's a bunch of guys I'm leaving out. Even guys like Cam Newton are still floating around rosters. Jameis Winston will be the starter for the New Orleans Saints. There's just so many black quarterbacks everywhere. The future of the NFL is the black quarterback. Now, there's some young, studs that are white dudes too. The Josh Allens of the world. I forgot Patrick Mahomes, by the way, and he's black. Josh Allens of the world, the Joe Burrows, the Justin Herberts. Those guys are still ballers. They're still studs. They are who they are. But the future of the NFL quarterback position looks more like me and less like Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. That's just a fact. Don't be mad at me. Just look at what's taking place around the league, from Russell Wilson to guys coming into the league like Malik Willis and Desmond Ridder. Two of the top three quarterbacks that will be taken in this NFL draft are black. Malik Willis probably be the first quarterback. There's Kenny Pickett in the middle. He's a white dude. And then Desmond Ridder will probably be the third quarterback. So we're looking at two more future starters in the NFL, also black. If you look at next year's draft, the 2023 draft, the top two quarterback prospects will be black. They will be Bryce Young out of Alabama and CJ Stroud out of Ohio State. Two more black guys. Another black guy, Spencer Rattler, could end up being a second or third round pick. Just depends on how he works out of South Carolina. So regardless, all of these quarterbacks, black, just all the black quarterbacks are coming out. They're making noise. They're doing what they're supposed to do. So what does Deshaun Watson have to do with all this? Well, Deshaun Watson just set a precedent that you can't go backwards from. Deshaun Watson and his agent, shout out to David Mulugheta, guys over there, Athletes First. They just set a precedent that there's no turning back, and it has just put a big old smile on the faces of guys like Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson, two more black quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson, even with all his stuff that he got going on, and whether you like Deshaun Watson or not, whether you think he's innocent or guilty, right now he's an innocent man until proven guilty. That's how the courts work. It is what it is. Don't be mad at me. Blame the American justice system. But as of right now, he is a free man, and he will be a free man. There's no criminal charges that'll be filed. He just might have to pay a few dollars for settlements, and he might get suspended by the league. But regardless, he got $230 million fully guaranteed. And Deshaun Watson's never won an MVP. Deshaun Watson has never made it to an AFC championship game. Deshaun Watson has never made it to a Super Bowl. Deshaun Watson is extremely talented, only 26 years old, three-time Pro Bowler, playoff win, etc., future of the NFL. Dabo Swinney said if you pass up on him when he came out the draft, you're passing up on Michael Jordan. The dude's talented. He's a dog. He is a dog. But his credentials aren't as nice as someone like a Lamar Jackson, who has an MVP, who's also been a multi-time Pro Bowler, who's also won a playoff game. Lamar Jackson, like, yo, Watson just got $46 million annually, $230 million fully guaranteed, the largest fully guaranteed contract in the history of the league. I needs me some of that. And Kyler Murray's looking like, well, Arizona, the franchise was close to shit when I got here. We had the number one pick. Cliff Kingsbury hadn't proven anything at any level of college football besides the fact that he coached offense before he got with me. And yeah, I want to stay in Arizona, and I like this offensive scheme, and I like our roster. Roster stacked. DeAndre Hopkins, J.J. Watt, Rondale Moore, all kinds of guys. Yeah, we lost Chandler Jones and we lost Christian Kirk, but we can replace those guys. I needs me a piece of that. And the young bulls in college, The young bulls in college, the Bryce Youngs of the world who just won a Heisman as a true sophomore, the CJ Strouds of the world who set like all kinds of crazy Ohio State offensive records, just putting up crazy numbers after that one bad game against Oregon. The man started lighting it on fire. It's like, yo, when I get to the league and if I do what I'm supposed to do, obviously this is projecting, this is future. If I do what I'm supposed to do, which I know I can do, which I have the ability to do, I need a piece of that. And every future young black quarterback that's in the pipeline at these high school systems that are enrolling in the college right now, just getting the dorm passes and learning where the cafeteria is at, it's like, yo, I can get a piece of that, what Deshaun Watson just got. And Deshaun Watson got that with pending cases, lawsuits against him. Now, Deshaun Watson got a hell of an agent. Don't get me wrong. We can't shout out David Mulugheta enough because that is some big kahunas to come to the Browns and say, if you want my client, this is what it's going to take. If you want my client, a team who had just drafted a number 1 overall pick in Baker Mayfield, a team that has had the most quarterback stability in the last 4 years than they had in the previous 40, a team that had all of that, it has a pretty good roster, still said, we will pay your client this much because 1, he's that special, and 2, with him on our roster, we think we can be this special. And Mulugheta to come to them, knowing that they have to give up all these first-round picks, knowing that they have to give up all this draft capital, and to still get $230 million fully guaranteed, he just pushed forward the future of black quarterbacks into the next stratosphere, because the next crop of great young quarterbacks are all black men. They're black men. They're black men. They're the Malik Willises, the Lamar Jacksons, the Kyler Murrays, the Bryce Youngs, the CJ Strouds, potentially, the Desmond Ritters, potentially, the Spencer Rattlers, the Patrick Mahomes, the Trey Lance, the Justin Fields. But, you know, I mean, it is what it is. And this to me is exciting. This to me is beautiful because for so long, we were told you weren't good enough. You're too athletic to play quarterback. You're not smart enough to play quarterback. You can't develop and process and do all this stuff. You were 3/5 of a quarterback, damn near. And to see it being pushed forward in this direction. And even if you look at some of the top quarterback recruits, man, this is exciting. I don't know if y'all can tell. I'm pretty freaking stoked about this. And shout out to Deshaun Watson. Shout out to David Mulugheta for getting this done and for setting this precedent. Because if you're Lamar Jackson, you've accomplished more in this league than Deshaun Watson. If you're Lamar Jackson, you saw what your team looked like without you when you went down last year, the injury. If you're Lamar Jackson, you might not get $250 million, but you damn sure shouldn't get less than 200. You damn sure shouldn't get a penny. I wouldn't settle for a penny less than what Deshaun Watson got. I wouldn't settle for a penny less. And I need it what? All fully guaranteed. Period. All of it. Not piece of it, not most of it, not 85%. I need all 100%. $230 million. Hell, fuck it. I'll get $220 fully guaranteed. I need all of it. All of it. Man, this is an exciting day. This is something to look forward to for the next generation, for the guys that are currently balling. Have them folks cut them checks. And this is the step in the right direction, at least for quarterbacks. And I can't explain for all positions, but at least for black quarterbacks and for quarterbacks, not just black quarterbacks, because Herbert salivated when he saw it. Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow had to be salivating when he saw it, because they're going to be coming to the table with the same demands. Joe Burrow just took his team to the championship game, to the Super Bowl. All of them salivating after seeing that Deshaun Watson deal. But I'm specifically talking about the black kids, the black young men, the black QBs that are going to eat because of what a black man and his black agent were able to do. Change the game in the NFL. It is what it is. Shout out to Deshaun Watson. Shout out to David Mulugheta. Once again, my name is JeffLightsyJr at the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Leave your thoughts in the comments, man. Do you believe this will change the fact? I mean, you don't have to believe it. It is. I'm telling you. What are your thoughts in the comments? Once again, my name is JeffLightsyJr. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. I post all my content on there first. on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. Subscribe to the Black Boss channel right there at theblackbosschannel.com, right there at theblackbosschannel.com. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button on your way out. See you next time. Peace.